Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Texans going up against the Bills.
Okay, Larry, thank you. Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Straight ahead, we pull the curtain on the postseason with an AFC wildcard matchup between the Houston Texans and the Buffalo Bills. What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. This is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Again, it's Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down. They'll try to run for it with Miller. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he stopped immediately there. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. In motion right is Hopkins. On second down, here's Miller. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So here we go, first and 10 now. Hopkins, the man in motion right. They'll toss it to Miller. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. keep it with Miller on first down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coaches that I played for, their philosophies were always different when they see a guy running the ball well. Some of them wanted to immediately go to play action and throw it now because it's wide open. While other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting the football. And that might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Nice job there defensively on third down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down. To throw is Watson. On the move to his left. And it's caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I would not want to be an offensive lineman in today's NFL, especially not a center or a guard, if you got to deal with these massive defensive tackles who could not just beat you with strength, but they can beat you with quickness and guile as well. They can get upfield and make plays. And a lot of times what they're taught, just go ahead and tackle everyone that comes in your area and keep the one with the ball.
Second down, Peterman. That ball's caught. Aguilar right side. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Third and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, Peterman. And this is going to be incomplete.
Trust me, Brandon, I'm not about to try and take your job. I can't do what you do. But that wasn't just 3 and out. That felt like three and backwards.
That's exactly what it was. You can have my job whenever you want it. The drive that you're looking for, though, probably going forward. Bad start to the ball game.
Yeah, not the way to get things going.
Schmidt on to punt as he sends it away. This is Archer. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
Push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They keep it on the ground. This time, it's Miller. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd down, Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it. Stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now Peterman on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a tough turnover there, as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal. Heading out as the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they'll give Miller another crack. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Lamar Miller taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Texans will extend their lead. and they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Shift together here from the D-line. Matthews here on the end around. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On second down, it's McCoy. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They'll go again to McCoy. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They'll bootleg it with Peterman. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. Out of the pistol, it's McCoy. Open space inside the 10. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. First and goal, they'll try the option left. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. They'll try and run it with McCoy. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. In motion right is Hopkins. They'll run it again with Miller. And some room to roam now. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Now, the good thing for you, partner, is you're not as old as I am, okay?
That's true.
So back when the dinosaurs roamed the earth, the right side of an offensive line was almost always your power side. Your bigger, stronger, physical guys. And on this play, they tossed it right and looked like it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, but that's not the case so much anymore, you're saying, with the bigger guys?
Not necessarily.
You just find the best guys, plug them in on your O-line.
Right. As a general rule now, you're a lot more balanced on your offensive line. It might still lean towards your best pass blocker on the left side.
Sure.
But not necessarily all the time.
The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And look out, a big hit to the shoulder pads took him right off his feet, right at the line of scrimmage. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Here we go. 1, 9. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
They'll run. It's Miller. Oh, he's got a little damp. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 1st and 10, it's Peterman. The left side completion to Jones. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
He's got the hook up to Andre Holmes. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Peterman. And Matthews has it right side. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the 1st half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now the defense definitely showing blitz here. On 1st down, Peterman finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now they'll throw it with Peterman. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He gets away from 1.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. After the interception, here's Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Watson now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
2nd down now after the incompletion. Running left is Miller. A strong running. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the 1st half, they'll call the timeout. The field goal unit on the sideline. They're going to go with 1 second left. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller as time expires in the first half. And the Texans will extend their lead. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry, so both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here's Walter Powell on the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Again, it's McCoy. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Peterman. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Here's Peterman to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Now let's go.
Throwing once more, Peterman. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Peterman. Open man is Holmes. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. 10th carry now for McCoy. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. It's then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They begin with a run by Miller. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Here's Watson now on second down. Rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
The Texans on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. On third down, it's Miller. And bulldozing his way through. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now a handoff to Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Play action from Miller. Now Watson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Milano in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On third down, that's Miller spinning away. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
Leckler now on as he'll punt this away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Left side caught by Matthews. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
He got 29 yards that time. And in this weather, I know you weren't a quarterback. You were on the defensive side of things, but how hard is it to throw that football?
It can't be easy because you never know how the moisture is going to affect things, and each quarterback handles it differently. Some of them are a little bit better than others. Depends on whether they wear a glove, not wear a glove. How cold is it? You know, all those things go into it. But it goes to everything else. Keeping your footing when you're running routes. Supposedly you have the advantage as a receiver because you know where you're going, but that's not easy as well. Finally, just locating the ball when it finally comes through the snow. Kids love snow. Players, not so much at times.
9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Peterman. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll run for it with a fullback DeMarco. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Patrick DeMarco, 32 yards. And the Bills cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Counter, it's Miller, uses the spin, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Buffalo. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Hopkins, the man in motion right. Again, it's Miller. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Now it's Watson. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. A first down carry now for Miller. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On second down, here's Miller. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And looking to put this game on ice in the fourth quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive.
Here we go. What? None. Here we go. Fan 38.
Watson hands this to Foreman. And he's got the ball comes out. And the Bills have recovered.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football. And the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the fourth. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Following the fumble recovery, it's Peterman. And Jones has it over the middle. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Decent start there to the drive. Big hill to climb, needing 2 touchdowns, also a 2 two-point conversion.
So, partner, how do you eat an elephant?
I don't eat an elephant. Who eats elephant?
Well, if you do it one bite at a time.
Okay.
That's the way they've got to play this. One play at a time. Yes, there's urgency, but they have to be careful as well.
Let's go with like a 50-ounce ribeye.
Yeah.
One bite at a time.
All right, I'm with you.
And Matthews over the middle with a grab. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Throwing now, Peterman on first down. And this is hauled in by Matthews. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw again is Peterman. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, 30, the 20, 10. And this will be a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. shrugs him off. And now look at him go. He's at the 40, past the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Walter Powell with a return of 102 yards. And the Bills get a bit closer.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach, his head coach, to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
No. Check. Patriot.
He'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Flex round.
Now it's Miller running right. And some space here. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, 55 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it. But he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And here come the Bills.
Leopard.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Second down, Peterman. He's going to let it fly. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Peterman to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Jadeveon and Clowney. In there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Now it's Peterman. Look at the spin. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Peterman. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They go play action with Peterman. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10. Again, it's Peterman. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for a loss of 5. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round!
Throwing now, Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
From the gun, it's Peterman. The left side completion to Jones. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 4 yards remaining now on second down. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Peterman on second down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now. All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Now they'll throw it with Peterman. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They go play action now. Peterman escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 14. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on.